Hey guys, welcome to the Fight Tonight channel. Friends, before starting to watch this video, I would like to ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really want to get 5,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel. It's so close, thanks for supporting me guys. Teofimo Lopez Sr wants Gervonta Davis next. We are waiting for him. No matter how many opponents he violently knocks out, Gervonta Davis is beginning to find out that there will always be a perpetual line of contenders waiting to take him on. Recently, Teofimo Lopez Sr placed his son's name, Teofimo Lopez, into the mix for Davis, and in the meanwhile, he zipped his lips and did his very best to ignore the brazen trash talk of another rival, Garcia, often intimating that Garcia's words were nothing more than bloviation. Finally, after years of going back and forth, the two officially lining up April 22nd at the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. Like many were expecting, Davis fought a patient fight, downloaded the necessary data, and ultimately used this information to stop his man at roughly the halfway mark. His victory, however, in the mind of Lopez Sr has come across as both ho-hum and expected. With his pugilistic calendar completely blank, Lopez Sr believes that Davis will eventually return to the ring at some point this year. No matter which road he decides to go down, Lopez Sr is convinced that Davis and his son will eventually cross paths. "Tank is a motherfucking monster," said Lopez Sr. "I respect Tank. He has a powerful left hand. But he needs to go to the top dogs. We are right there. We are waiting for him." Currently thought the Lopez family has to snap back into reality. On Saturday night at the Hulu Theater in New York's Madison Square Garden, the controversial yet talented fighter will face WBO super lightweight titleist Josh Taylor. For a month on end, Lopez Sr has puffed out his chest and ignored the pragmatic answers of those who believe that his son is in over his head. Having won 2 fights in a row since moving up in weight in 2022, there is a unique new confidence that the former Unified lightweight champion has executed. Fiery exchange between Devin Haney and Shakur Stevenson revealed in full. When Devin Haney won in May, attention immediately turned to who the Dream might face next, and Shakur Stevenson made sure his name was mentioned. Haney won by unanimous decision. Despite that response, Team Haney have largely ignored calls for a rematch. Although the 24-year-old controls all the belts at lightweight, in many fans' eyes, he might not be the number 1 or even 2 in the division, with the knockout artist Gervonta Davis and the 2-weight world champion Stevenson at the top of many lists. After Haney retained his titles, Stevenson, who many predict will be the future ruler at 135 pounds, entered the ring, hoping to hype the All-American clash. Although Haney made his exit shortly, after was just time for a quick exchange between the two, with the Undisputed King telling the 25-year-old that he is still number 1, to which Stevenson quickly responded with, "For now, bro." Stevenson may get a shot at the belts without fighting Haney, with the champ pondering a move up to 140 pounds after Strongless making the weight. Haney is a man in demand with top-rank promoter Bob Arum, saying he could offer him, Shakur, Teofimo Lopez or a rematch. Haney himself has reportedly made contact with Eddie Hearn to make a fight against Regis Prograis at super lightweight. As for Shakur Stevenson, he has admitted the money fight for him would be against Tank Davis, which would be a fascinating clash of styles. Davis is coming off a career-best win over Garcia, and it's now one of the hottest properties in the sport. Jermaine Ortiz, I will surprise everybody again, versus Shakur Stevenson, is a fight to make. Jermaine Ortiz is confident he would surprise Shakur Stevenson. Ortiz just hopes that he gets that opportunity versus Stevenson to prove that he is an even better fighter than the one who tested opponent in their 12-round bout. The 27-year-old Ortiz was scheduled to fight for the first time Saturday night since his unanimous point loss 7 months ago, but he withdrew from the fight on Friday after struggling to make weight, which Ortiz indicates was due to suffering a back injury in training camp. I would love to get a fight with Shakur. I don't know if Devin Haney is gonna stay around at 135 pounds. I would love to get a fight with Devin Haney. You know, I just want to fight the top guys. I won a world title. Any fighter that's gonna get me a world title. And I believe Shakur Stevenson, that fight could be a world title. Obviously, Devin Haney could be for a world title. Ortiz recently signed a promoter agreement with Bob Arum's Top Rank, which has promoted Stevenson throughout the two-division champion's 6-year professional career. "I think it would be an easy fight to make," Ortiz said. "I want to fight him. I'm pretty sure he is willing to fight me, and he needs an opponent to fight at the end of the year. And if Devin Haney drops them belts, then it would be a perfect opportunity for us to fight for a world title. I feel like I'm a win. I just feel like my style, I can adapt, and I'ma give everybody a surprise like I always do. Every fight I surprise everybody. They always adapt me because they don't get to see the things I get to see. They see things from the outside, and then once I go in there and perform, they will be like, oh wow, he surprised me. And I will do that against versus Shakur Stevenson. I will surprise everybody," Ortiz said. The fighter was referencing the fact that fans believe Floyd Mayweather to be a one-of-a-kind fighter when it comes to wealth. However, the Fearless disagrees. They say Floyd did that and nobody else would do that again, and people are so sure. But Floyd didn't even know he was gonna do that when he was doing that. "Honestly, I just know my path and where I'm going. I'm focused, I'm excited," said Stevenson. "In a few years I can make $200 to $300 million, said Shakur Stevenson. The Fearless firmly believes that he would take on Floyd Mayweather to become a multimillionaire. Fans are excited to witness the American fighter continue to grow and put his boxing skills on display." Shakur Stevenson bashes Gervonta Davis' team following call-out. Gervonta Davis is said to be a tough competitor for Shakur Stevenson. Following the beatdown delivered to Ryan Garcia, Tank is on the lookout for the next contenders. The fighter's trainer Kenny Ellis revealed that he wanted to fight the Fearless for his next bout. Upon referencing this in the interview, an enraged Stevenson went on a tirade against Davis and his team. "He is trying to get his gloat up right now," said Shakur Stevenson about Gervonta Davis' trainer. He also said, "You also gotta understand, it's coming from somebody with no power. He is not going to be in the negotiations. He's going to be the person who gives him water, whipping his face off. The thing I don't understand about it, you got the coaches, and that's the all talking towards me. I don't got nobody behind me. My team is a great team." Due to a name drop on a potential fight matchup by Kenny Ellis for Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson set off. The Fearless does not prefer the team trash-talking the fighter and believes the competitor should step in the trainer's place. Gervonta Davis' Florida mansion was robbed while he is in prison. How much did the robbers take from Tank? For violating the terms of his 3-month house arrest sentence for being involved in a car crash back in 2020, and while he was in prison, robbers took the opportunity to enter his Florida mansion and rob the boxer. According to the Baltimore Banner newspaper, he was supposed to be staying at his trainer Calvin Ford's home in Baltimore, but had been staying at the Four Seasons Hotel in Baltimore. After renting Ford's house, his idea was to move into the luxury penthouse he had just purchased to spend his sentence. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.